Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with industrial preparation of hydrogen by the electrolysis of water. Like we are going to prepare hydrogen gas from water by the process of electrolysis. First and foremost, what is electrolysis? Electrolysis is the passage of electric current. It is the passage of electric current through an electrolyte. Okay, through an electrolyte. So electrolytes are chemical compounds which will allow the passage of electric current. For instance, these electrolytes will allow the passage of electric current only when it is dissolved in water, we call it aqueous solution, or in molten state, that means in liquid form. For instance, dilute hydrochloric acid, dilute nitric acid, dilute sulfuric acid, okay, potassium hydroxide solution, sodium hydroxide solution. These are all examples of electrolyte. Similarly, you can take molten lead bromide or copper sulfate solution. These are also examples of electrolytes. So, how do we prepare hydrogen gas from water? So, we have taken water, but pure water is a poor electrolyte, meaning it does not allow the passage of electric current. So, hence, water cannot be decomposed into hydrogen and oxygen. Therefore, we add a little bit of sulfuric acid. So when you add few drops of dilute sulfuric acid to pure water, it becomes a strong electrolyte. So on passage of electric current through acidified water, water molecules will decompose into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Now look at the diagram here. Anode is the electrode which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, whereas cathode is the electrode that is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. So the current flows from the anode to the cathode in this direction, from the anode to the cathode. Now on passage of electric current, what is happening? The water molecules will decompose into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. So this is how we prepare hydrogen by electrolysis of water. Are you with me? Next is very important method, that is laboratory preparation of hydrogen gas. How do we prepare hydrogen gas in laboratory? Hydrogen is prepared in the laboratory by the action of dilute hydrochloric acid or dilute sulfuric acid on granulated zinc. So look at the equation or the reaction. Granulated zinc reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid to give you salt zinc chloride, and a colorless gas is given off, which is hydrogen gas. Similarly, if you take zinc and react it with dilute sulfuric acid, then also you get salt and hydrogen gas. The salt is zinc sulfate in the case of sulfuric acid, and hydrogen gas is given off. Now, the question is, why did you choose zinc? Why not any other metal? Granulated zinc is chosen, granulated zinc, for the preparation of hydrogen in laboratory because it contains certain amounts or traces of impurities like copper, etc. And due to the presence of these impurities, what happens? It catalyzes the reaction, meaning it accelerates the rate of reaction. Therefore, zinc is chosen, granulated zinc. We do not opt for metals like potassium, sodium and calcium because they are highly reactive. Okay, Hence, we go for granulated zinc for the preparation of hydrogen in the laboratory. Now, let us take a quick look at the apparatus. You have taken a round bottom flask. You have inserted a thistle funnel. So, this one is the thistle funnel. This is the delivery tube. And look here, you have taken water. You fill this with water. And in the flask here, you will see there it is half filled and there is an empty space here. Now, you have added granulated zinc, and through the thistle funnel you are pouring, let's say, dilute hydrochloric acid or dilute sulfuric acid. Make sure that the level is pretty high so that the thistle funnel is submerged in the acid, otherwise the gas will escape through the thistle funnel. So in order to prevent this, you submerge the thistle funnel in the acid. Now, on reaction, that is the dilute sulfuric acid or hydrochloric acid with granulated zinc, you'll see colorless gas is rising, and that is collected above water. Okay, so the method of collection is called downward displacement of water. Downward displacement of water. It is not collected over air because hydrogen forms an explosive mixture with air. Hence, hydrogen gas is collected by the downward displacement of water. Similarly, hydrogen gas is insoluble in water. Okay, so, and you have also studied that it is one of the lightest gas. Is that clear? So the method preferred for collection of hydrogen gas is downward displacement of water. Now, what do you see during the experiment? The bubbles of hydrogen gas are seen at the bottom of the flask. As hydrogen gas is lighter, it rises up and moves through the delivery tube. The hydrogen gas is collected in the gas jar by the downward displacement of water. Remember, I was laying emphasis on the method of collection. And what is the method of collection called? Downward displacement of water. This is possible because hydrogen is insoluble in water and also lighter than it. That means it is one of the lightest gas. Even though hydrogen is lighter than air, it is not collected by the downward displacement of air since it burns in the presence of air. As I told you earlier, that it forms an explosive mixture with air. Now, what is the test for hydrogen? How do you detect whether the gas produced is hydrogen or not? Bring a burning splinter or even you lighted matchstick near the mouth of the gas jar. Being highly combustible, the gas burns with a pop sound. So hydrogen gas burns with a popping sound. Now, this shows that the gas produced is hydrogen, okay? And in fact, the color of the gas is when it burns, it produces, or let's say it is pale blue in color. Now, what are the precautions you need to take while preparing hydrogen in the laboratory? Very important. Otherwise, you might land up in a hospital, okay? So, first one, hydrogen forms an explosive mixture with air. Hence, the complete apparatus should be made airtight, preventing any leakage of the gas. There should be no cracks, that means no leakage of the gas, because you know that if there is any leakage, then it forms an explosive mixture with the air. Number two, the apparatus should be kept away from any flame, okay, naked flame, because if the gas leaks, it may cause an explosion. So you have to take this precaution. And number three, the gas should be collected only after all the air from the delivery tube has been completely driven out. So these are the three precautions you need to take while preparing hydrogen gas in laboratory. Please go through the lesson and learn the equation. Thank you.